You're 67. You've just finished a healthy lunch. Steamed broccoli, sautéed spinach, and a big beet salad. You feel proud. You're eating clean until the bloating starts. Your knees ache that night. And a few days later, your doctor says, your kidney numbers don't look great. Wait, weren't these vegetables supposed to help you? Here's the truth. Some vegetables can harm seniors more than help. And most people have no idea. Hi, and welcome to Speech Balloon Longevity Talks Herb. You've heard it all your life. Eat more vegetables. And yes, for most people that's great advice. But after 60, your body changes. Digestion slows, kidneys work harder, and inflammation becomes more sensitive. In this video, we reveal 7 vegetables that seniors should avoid or limit, why they can trigger kidney issues, joint pain, or stomach problems. Real stories from people just like you. Safer, smarter alternatives you can use right away. This isn't about fear. It's about knowing what works for your body. Now, you'll still eat your greens. Just the right ones. In the right way. Let's get started with what to avoid first. Raw cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, when raw. They're famous for fighting cancer. But raw cruciferous vegetables can turn into a nightmare for seniors. Why? Because after 60, your digestive enzymes slow down. And these veggies are tough, fibrous, dense, and full of natural compounds that block the thyroid and irritate the gut when eaten raw. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I started eating raw broccoli every day to lose weight. After 2 weeks, I had awful gas, brain fog, and was freezing all the time. Doctor said my thyroid was sluggish. I had no idea. Speech Balloon Story. George and the Healthy Smoothie. George, 71, wanted to boost his energy. He blended raw kale, broccoli, and spinach every morning. By week 3, he felt weaker, bloated, and constantly tired. His doctor said, too many goitrogens. Your thyroid can't keep up. He switched to lightly steamed greens, and within days, felt sharper, lighter, and more regular. He said, turns out healthy isn't just what you eat. It's how you prepare it. Test tube why this happens. Cruciferous vegetables contain goitrogens, compounds that interfere with iodine absorption in the thyroid. Raw, they're harder to digest, cause gas, bloating, and discomfort, especially in seniors with sluggish digestion. Cooking them neutralizes most of the goitrogens and softens the fibers. Wrench, what to do instead. Steam broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower until tender. Limit raw kale and Brussels sprouts in salads. Add a squeeze of lemon or olive oil to help with digestion. Rotate with gentler greens like chard or romaine. Compass the deeper truth. You're not giving up vegetables. You're just adapting to a wiser, older body that's asking for gentleness. Your food should work with you, not against you. Beets, oxalates, and kidneys. Beets are beautiful, bright, earthy, full of antioxidants, and packed with something most people don't talk about: oxalates. For seniors, especially those with kidney sensitivity, oxalates can silently cause big trouble. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I drank beet juice daily to help my heart. A month later, I had kidney pain. Turns out, I had stones forming. Beets were the trigger. Speech Balloon Story. Eileen's Pink Smoothie Surprise. Eileen, 68, added raw beets to her smoothies every morning. She read they were great for blood pressure. But soon she noticed back pain, cloudy urine, sharp discomfort near her lower ribs. Her doctor checked her labs and found rising oxalate levels. Beets were the cause. She now enjoys them only roasted once a week and in small amounts, with plenty of water and calcium-rich foods. Test tube why this happens. Beets are very high in oxalates, compounds that can form crystals in the kidneys. For people over 60 who may already have slower kidney filtration or mild dehydration, this increases the risk of kidney stones, calcium loss, uric acid buildup, even joint pain. Raw beets and concentrated beet juice equals especially risky. Wrench, what to do instead? Roast or boil beets to reduce oxalate load. Eat small portions, not daily. Drink extra water when eating them. Pair with calcium-rich foods, cheese, almonds, sardines, to bind oxalates. Consider gentler alternatives: carrots, pumpkin, sweet potato. Compass, the deeper truth. Even the healthiest foods can become harmful if eaten the wrong way, or too often by the wrong body. You're not fragile, you're just unique, and that deserves attention. Eggplant, inflammation and nightshades. It's soft when cooked, tasty in stews, and beautiful to look at. But for many seniors, especially those with arthritis or joint pain, eggplant can quietly increase inflammation. Why? Because it's part of the nightshade family, a group of vegetables that contain compounds which may irritate joints and nerves in sensitive people. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I used to eat roasted eggplant all the time. One day I skipped it for a week, and my finger pain improved. I didn't believe it at first, but now I know my body better. Speech Balloon Story. Ron and the Healthy Dip. Ron, 74, made Baba Ganoush eggplant spread every Sunday, but his knees were flaring up. He thought it was just age. Then his daughter said, try skipping nightshades for 10 days. No tomatoes, no peppers, no eggplant. By day 5, he was walking more easily. By day 10, the swelling in his hands dropped. He still eats eggplant, but just once a month, not every week. Test tube, why this happens. Eggplant, like peppers, tomatoes, and white potatoes, contains solanine, a compound that may trigger inflammation in joints, gut lining, nerve endings. For those with arthritis, autoimmune issues, or digestive problems, this can lead to stiffness, swelling, muscle cramping, digestive upset. Wrench, what to do instead? Test your sensitivity. Eliminate nightshades for 2 weeks and observe. Limit eggplant to small portions, roasted or baked, never raw. Pair with anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric or ginger. Try zucchini or mushrooms as softer, safer replacements. Compass the deeper truth. Your joints are talking. They don't lie, even when the food looks healthy. The power of aging well isn't just knowing what to eat. It's knowing what your body says yes to and what it says no to. Spinach, oxalates, and iron myths. You've heard it all your life. Eat your spinach. It's good for iron. But after 60, this leafy green may not be doing you any favors, especially when eaten raw, often, or in large portions. Why? Because spinach is loaded with oxalates, just like beets. And the iron in spinach? Mostly non-absorbable. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I was eating raw spinach in smoothies and salads every day. I ended up with kidney issues and low iron anyway. I felt betrayed by all the healthy eating advice. Speech Balloon Story. Carol's green smoothie mistake. Carol, 70, started her mornings with a smoothie. Banana, spinach, almond milk. She was proud, eating clean, but over time she felt weak, lightheaded, bloated, and needed to urinate more often. Her doctor found low iron and signs of early kidney strain. He told her, spinach isn't bad, but for you, too much. Now she steams it lightly, just a few times a week, and adds lentils or eggs for real iron. Test tube, why this happens. Spinach is high in. Oxalates, right-pointing arrow promote kidney stone formation. Non-heme iron right-pointing arrow, poorly absorbed unless paired with vitamin C. Phytates, right-pointing arrow, reduce mineral absorption. In large amounts or when raw, it can stress the kidneys and fail to deliver the promised iron boost. Wrench, what to do instead. Steam or saute spinach to reduce oxalates. Avoid eating it raw daily in smoothies or salads. Pair with vitamin C, lemon, bell pepper to boost iron absorption. Rotate with low oxalate greens. Arugula, bok choy, romaine. Compass the deeper truth. Healthy isn't just about reputation. It's about how food works inside your body. Now, you deserve truth, not trends. And your kidneys? Deserve care as much as your heart. White potatoes, blood sugar and nightshades. They're warm, comforting, a staple on every dinner table. But for seniors, especially those managing blood sugar, joint pain, or weight gain, white potatoes can do more harm than good. And not just because they're starchy. They're also part of the nightshade family, just like eggplant and tomatoes. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I switched from rice to potatoes because I thought they were better. But my blood sugar kept spiking, and my fingers felt swollen after meals. Speech Balloon Story, Dennis and the Mashed Surprise. Dennis, 76, ate mashed potatoes every evening. He thought it was harmless. It reminded him of childhood. But his blood sugar crept up. His energy dropped, and his hands were stiffer every morning. His doctor asked one question. Have you tried swapping potatoes for something gentler? Dennis replaced them with mashed cauliflower and roasted squash. 2 weeks later, his numbers dropped, and his hands loosened up. He said, I didn't miss the taste. I missed how I used to feel. Now I'm getting that back. Test tube, why this happens. White potatoes have a high glycemic index, meaning they spike blood sugar fast. They also contain solanine, which may worsen inflammation in sensitive joints. For seniors with diabetes, prediabetes, arthritis, gut issues, white potatoes can quietly add stress. Wrench what to do instead. Replace with sweet potatoes, lower GI plus fiber. Try mashed cauliflower or roasted pumpkin. Eat white potatoes only boiled, not fried or mashed with butter. Always pair with healthy fat and protein to reduce spikes. Compass the deeper truth. Comfort food should bring comfort, not complications. You're not giving up your favorites. You're upgrading them for a body that's wiser, more sensitive, and still growing. Canned vegetables, sodium and additives. They're cheap, convenient, they last forever on your shelf. But canned vegetables, especially the salty kind, can quietly damage your heart, kidneys, and blood vessels. And for seniors, the risk is even higher. Speech Balloon Real Comment says, I ate canned peas and green beans all through retirement. Didn't know they had over 300 milligrams of sodium per serving, and I was eating the whole can. Speech Balloon Story, Marion's Pantry Habit. Marion, 69, kept a small pantry of canned carrots, corn, and peas. She lived alone and didn't cook much. Canned felt easy, but her blood pressure kept rising, and her ankles began to swell. Her doctor finally asked, Are you eating a lot of packaged or canned food? That was the clue. She switched to frozen vegetables, rinsed what was canned, and within weeks, her numbers dropped, and her ankles looked normal again. Test tube why this happens. Most canned vegetables are high in sodium, right-pointing arrow, raises blood pressure. Preserved with additives, right-pointing arrow can irritate the gut. Stored in aluminum, right-pointing arrow, which may leach with acidic vegetables like tomatoes. For seniors managing heart disease or kidney sensitivity, this slow overload adds up over time. Wrench what to do instead. Choose frozen over canned. Same convenience, fewer chemicals. If using canned, pick low sodium or no salt added options. Rinse underwater before cooking. Batch cook and freeze fresh veggies if possible. Compass the deeper truth. It's not just what you eat. It's how it's prepared and preserved. You deserve food that nourishes, not just fills the plate. Small switches can save big health. Quietly, simply, consistently.